last week live session because I was caught up in a lot of exam preparation and marking. It's end of the academic year in Thailand, and students are preparing for the summer vacation, which starts this March and runs right up to mid-May. And school will resume on the 16th of May. So that explains why I couldn't go live last week. However, I'm back again. And for today's topic, I'll be sharing with you 5 tips that you can follow in order to get your visa approved at the Thai embassy in Abuja, Nigeria. I know it's time to travel, and many of you are gearing up for your trip to Thailand. And again, many of you will be heading to the embassy in Abuja to apply for a Thai visa. And you're probably wondering, what exactly have you got to do to get your visa approved? If that's you, then keep watching. And please, I urge you to hit the subscribe button, okay? And share this with friends and family. So the first thing you've got to do to get your visa approved in Nigeria is for you to double check your documents. Double check your documents as much as you can. It doesn't matter the type of visa you are applying for. Always make sure you double check to make sure the documents are in order. Supposing you are somebody who is applying for a tourist visa, in this case you may want to check to make sure that the documents you're submitting are up to date. It's not outdated. Or if you're a teacher who just got employed by a Thai school or language center, you want to check and verify that every document which they give is in line with what the embassy requested. So please make sure you double check your documents and other information. The next tip you may want to follow in order to help ease your visa application process in Abuja is for you to dress formal, especially when you've been invited for an interview. Many of you make the mistakes to appear before the embassy looking very shabby. You shouldn't do that, irrespective of your visa category. Some of you may say, oh, I'm going to apply for a tourist visa, so no need for me to dress and look formal. No, you've got to look formal. First impression counts. Dress formal. Present yourself in a professional way and get to the embassy. Because if you can sell your looks and your personality, then that's an automatic guarantee that you definitely have the visa. So please always dress formal before going there. Another good point that you should consider when applying for a visa at the Thai embassy in Abuja is finance. Thailand relies on tourism, and what they are after is to open doors for people who are willing to spend. Therefore, before you go there for visa application, you should have enough money in your bank account. I recommend you have at least 1,000 US dollar. That is excluding flight costs. Before going to drop your application, have 1,000 plus USD in your account, which is there standby, because when you get there they will ask about your finance. Are you the one sponsoring the trip, or your company is doing that? So please make sure you have enough finance. Or even if you are a teacher living Thailand to apply for a non-B visa in Nigeria, make sure you have some backup money in your account, because if the embassy does not ask you on your way back, airport passport control, that is the immigration at the airport, will definitely ask you to know if you have enough finance. And if you are a tourist, perhaps 1,000 will be enough, or it might not be enough. It depends on what you intend to do in Thailand. So having enough finance is one of the best things you can do to boost your chances of having your visa approved in Nigeria. And the next tip that you've got to practice in order to have your visa approved is for you to plan your itinerary. Plan your itinerary, that is a trip. Especially if you're traveling as a tourist, try to make sure that you have an outline of what you intend to do in Thailand. An itinerary is very important. In fact, An itinerary is what convinces the embassy officials to give you that visa, because they will be able to gauge and understand that you know what you're doing and you can actually take care of yourself. They wouldn't want to send somebody to Thailand who is unable to take care of him or herself, or they wouldn't want to send somebody who doesn't know what he's coming to do in Thailand. So make sure you plan your trip very well and you understand what you are coming to do in the kingdom. And the next point you've got to follow is for you to learn one or two things about Thailand. Learn about the country. Do some background research. Again, this is very important if you will be invited for an interview. Excuse me. This is very important if you'll be invited for an interview. You can say you want to travel to Thailand and you've planned your itinerary, but you are unable to know the name of the cities or places you intend to visit in the country. Don't make the mistake of going to the embassy without learning one or few things about Thailand. Even if the embassy doesn't ask you about this information, it's good for you to learn and understand the place, the context of the place that you're about to spend your life there in a few months or few weeks. So please do a lot of background research and understand places in Thailand. And the last point that I will urge you to practice is for you to be able to express yourself more eloquently. Be able to speak convincingly, especially if you're out there for the visa interview. There are many ways in which embassy officials can interview you. It must not be a structured interview process. No. You can just get there. The secretary is the one interviewing you without you knowing, because there are always surveillance cameras. Whatever question the secretary is asking you might be an interview. Always prepare yourself to speak more convincingly. Be eloquent, because you don't know who is going to watch that video of you talking. Let us assume that you get there and the secretary is like, why do you want to travel to Thailand? And you're like, oh, why should I tell you? You are not the one in charge here. But you are making an error, because that secretary might just doing the interview that will decide your fate of you traveling to Thailand or not. So please learn how to speak and express yourself. And when you're speaking, keep your points short and simple, and do not speak out of the box. Limit your ideas and point on your travel trip. I hope these few tips helps you to successfully apply for a visa at the Thai embassy in Abuja. And if you have any question, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section of this video, and remember to hit the subscribe button. I love you all. See you next time. Ciao.